I'm staring at a text from my sister, and it says, I just opened a Roth IRA and I'm already regretting it. She's 28, making $62,000 a year, and she's got $23,000 in student loan debt. She thought a Roth IRA would be a good idea, but now she's not so sure. I called her up and asked her what's going on. She told me she's feeling overwhelmed because she's trying to pay off her debt, build an emergency fund, and save for retirement all at the same time. She's not sure if she's prioritizing the right things. I totally get it. I've been there too. But here's the thing, opening a Roth IRA can be a game changer, especially if you're young and just starting out. So, I want to walk you through how to open a Roth IRA in 15 minutes, step by step, and why it's worth considering, even if you're struggling with debt. First, let's talk about why a Roth IRA is a good idea. With a Roth IRA, you contribute after-tax dollars, which means you've already paid income tax on that money. But then, the money grows tax-free, and you don't have to pay taxes when you withdraw it in retirement. It's like having a nest egg that's all yours, and you can use it to live the life you want in retirement. For example, let's say you contribute $5,000 to a Roth IRA each year for 10 years. If the money grows at a 7% annual rate, you'll have around $83,000 in your account after 10 years. And, because you've already paid taxes on that money, you can withdraw it tax-free in retirement. Now, I know what you're thinking, but I'm struggling with debt. How can I possibly think about saving for retirement? And I get it, debt can be overwhelming. But here's the thing, saving for retirement and paying off debt are not mutually exclusive. In fact, they can actually work together. By contributing to a Roth IRA, you're building wealth over time, which can help you pay off debt in the long run. For instance, if you have high-interest debt, like credit card debt, you might consider using the snowball method to pay it off. You could put as much money as possible towards the debt with the highest interest rate, while still contributing a smaller amount to your Roth IRA each month. So, how do you open a Roth IRA? It's actually pretty simple. You can do it online in about 15 minutes. First, you'll need to choose a brokerage firm, like Fidelity or Vanguard. Then, you'll need to fund your account, which can be as little as $100. Finally, you'll need to choose your investments, which can be as simple as a target date fund or as complex as individual stocks. For example, let's say you choose a target date fund with a 2050 retirement date. You'll be diversified across different asset classes, like stocks and bonds, and the fund will automatically adjust its allocation as you get closer to retirement. Now, I want to ask you, what's the biggest debt you're currently struggling with? Is it credit card debt, student loans, or something else? Drop your answer in the comments below. I read every single comment, and I want to hear your story. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, just know that you're not alone. Millions of people are struggling with debt, and there is hope. You can pay off your debt and build wealth over time. It's not going to be easy, but it's worth it. If you're ready to take control of your finances and start building wealth, I want to invite you to check out my next video, where I'll be sharing my favorite budgeting tips for paying off debt fast. It's called How to Pay Off $10,000 in Debt in Just 6 Months. And if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more personal finance tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Wait, don't click away yet. I know I said that was the end, but I realize I left out the most important part of the puzzle. My sister didn't just need to know how to open the account, she needed to know how to sustain it without losing her mind. And honestly, if you're still watching, you probably need to hear this too, because the 15-minute setup is the easy part. The hard part is the math that keeps you sane when the student loan interest starts stacking up. Let's look at the numbers. Most people think they need thousands to start, but that's a myth designed to keep you on the sidelines. If you open that Roth IRA today with just $50, you are officially in the top percentage of your age group for financial preparedness. Why? Because of something called the opportunity cost of waiting. Let's use a real-world comparison. If you're 28, like my sister, and you invest $200 a month starting now, by the time you're 60, you'll have roughly $320,000 assuming a 7% return. If you wait just 5 years until you're 33 to start that same $200 monthly contribution, you'll end up with about $200,000. That 5-year delay cost you $120,000. That's the price of hesitation. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the debt versus retirement paradox. I told her, look, if your student loans are at 4% interest, but the stock market has historically returned 8% to 10% on average, you are technically losing money by aggressively paying off the debt while ignoring the market. It's a math game, not an emotional one. But I also know that if you have $5,000 in credit card debt at 22% interest, you pay that off first. That is an emergency. That is a financial fire that must be put out before you worry about buying an S&P 500 index fund. You don't jump into the shallow end of the pool while your house is burning down. Let's break down the 3-bucket strategy I walked her through. When you get your paycheck, don't just dump it into one account and pray. Split it. Bucket 1, the must-haves, your rent, utilities, and minimum debt payments. Bucket 2, the Freedom Fund, your emergency savings, which should ideally be 3 to 6 months of expenses. Bucket 3, the future you, that's the Roth IRA. If you can only put $25 into the Roth IRA this month because money is tight, do it anyway. It's about building the habit, not the amount. It's about the psychological shift from being a debt payer to being an investor. Here's a pattern interrupt for you. Most people think that investing is for rich people. It's not. It's for people who understand time. You're trading a few lattes, a subscription service you don't use, or the takeout meal on a Tuesday for a slice of the global economy. When you buy a low-cost total stock market index fund, you aren't just betting on one company, you're betting on the growth of the entire U.S. economy. Let's talk about the fear of the market drop. People see the news, market crashes. And they panic. They want to pull their money out. But remember, if you're 28, you have 30 years until you retire. When the market drops, that's not a tragedy, that's a sale. You're buying shares at a discount. If you had invested $10,000 in the S&P 500 in 2008, right at the height of the Great Recession, you would have seen it drop, sure. But if you'd stayed the course, by 2023, that same money would have quadrupled. Time in the market beats timing the market every single time. My sister finally did it. She set up an automatic transfer for $150 a month. It comes out the day after her paycheck hits, so she never sees the money. She doesn't feel the loss, but she sees the balance growing. And the best part? She stopped checking her bank account with anxiety because she knew she was making progress in 2 directions. The debt balance is slowly ticking down, and the investment balance is slowly ticking up. You don't need a finance degree to do this. You don't need to watch the ticker tape all day. You need a boring, consistent, automated plan. Set it, forget it, and live your life. If you're still worried about the technical side, like which specific fund to pick, just look for a target date retirement fund. They are pre-diversified, they rebalance automatically, and they are designed to be set it and forget it. It's the ultimate lazy but smart strategy. So, here's your homework. Don't just watch this and move on to a cat video. Take 15 minutes right now. Not tomorrow, not when I get a raise, but right now. Open that tab. Go to a brokerage site. Create your account. You don't even have to fund it with a large amount today. Just get the account active. You're building the infrastructure of your future self. And seriously, drop that debt type in the comments. Are you holding onto a car loan? High interest credit cards? Or are you just feeling paralyzed by the sheer number of student loans? I want to build a community here where we actually talk about the messy reality of money, not just the highlights. We're in this together. Now, go take that first step. I'll be here if you have questions, and I can't wait to see your progress in a few months. You've got this. Seriously, take the win. Your future self is already thanking you.